Good morning, students. I hope you are studying at home and you have done your examination very well. So, after the periodic 2, we have new chapter, that is the chapter 15, improvement in food resources. So, improvement in food resources is very much necessary because the growing population need food to feed the growing population, or we can say that the growing population need the food, or food is the basic necessary for the human being. So by improving the food resources, we can fulfill the need of the growing population. So now the question is there, how can we improve our agricultural practices so that we can have the more number of food or the more amount of food. So improvement in food resources has been possible by attending the three stages of farming. So that three stages are: number 1, to improve the variety of the crop, that is the crop variety improvement; to improve the production of the crop, that is the crop production improvement; and the last is the crop protection management. So one by one we will study this topic. Now next is crop variety improvement. So crop variety improvement include many topics. Number 1 is the need of higher crop yield. So there is the need of the higher crop yield because there is an urgent need to continuously increase the crop yield because of the rising human population, rising animal population, increasing realization about intake of the proper diet, and the limited cropping area. So it means that we are having the limited cropping area, but the population is increasing day by day, and to fulfill the need of the growing population we need to increase the crop yield. Now next is the improved quality. So the varieties also need to be improved so that we can get the desirable quality. For example, good baking in wheat, protein quality in pulses, more unsaturated oil in oil seeds, better taste of the fruit, and more preserving quality in fruit and vegetable, more vitamins and other useful chemicals. So whatever the desirable quality is there, that we should get in the crops. Next is the biotic and abiotic resistance. So biotic means the living and abiotic means the non-living. So crop yield is reduced due to the attack by the microbes like the bacteria, viruses, fungi, etc. Insects, rodents are also there. So it is also affected by various environmental factors like flood, drought, waterlogging, frost, lodging, etc. So varieties resistant to this biotic and abiotic stresses naturally yield more. Next is the change in maturity duration. The shorter the duration of the crop, the more economical is the variety. It helps the farmer in raising multiple rounds of crop in a year from the same field. Cost of production is also reduced. Uniform maturity not only make harvesting easier but also reduce the harvesting process. Next is desirable agronomic traits. To achieve the high productivity, the food crop should be dwarf so that they consume less nutrients, become stronger, and withstand strong winds. The fodder crop should be tall and should have profuse branching. So if we grow the crop for the fodder, so our main aim should be that the plant should be tall, so that or the profuse branching should be there so that we can get the more fodder from the same plant. But if we are having the aim to grow the crop for the food, so in that case the plant of the food crop should be shorter but they grow more crops. Now next is the wider adaptability. Wider adaptability means the crop should be adaptive means the crop should have the adaptation for the variation in the temperature, exposure to the suitable day length. So some plants they are seasonal and some plants they grow throughout the year. So the wider adaptability is must. Next is the mechanism of crop variety improvement. So how can we improve the crop variety? First point is the selection. So it is very important as we can pick up the plant with the better traits for further multiplication. Selection by human being is also called the artificial selection. Now next is the hybridization. Hybridization means mixing of the two different variety of the crop. For example, crop A is there and crop B is there. Crop A is resistant towards the disease but it yield less crop, whereas the B is not resistant towards the disease but can yield more crop. So when we cross, the new variety which will be there, that will be resistant to the disease as well as yield more crop. So this is known as this process of mixing of the two different varieties is known as the hybridization, and the crop which is being formed after that is known as the hybrid. Now next is the crop production management. In that we will study about the nutrient management. So nutrient management means the nutrient which is required by the crop. So mainly the crop require two types of nutrient, that is the macronutrient and the micronutrient. And these plants are getting this nutrient from the air, water and soil. So the plant get the nutrient from the air is the carbon and oxygen. They get the nutrient from the water is the hydrogen and oxygen, and rest of the nutrient they are getting from the soil. So the nutrient which they are getting from the soil is divided into two subheading, that is the macronutrient and micronutrient. So as the name suggests, macro means large quantity. So the nutrient which is required in large quantity is known as the macronutrient, and the nutrient which is required in small quantity is known as the macronutrient. So macronutrient is means the plant use this macronutrient in building the plant body and different protoplasmic structure, whereas the micronutrient is required for the enzyme activity. Now example of this macronutrient is nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium and sulfur. Whereas the micronutrient, the example of the micronutrient is manganese, iron, boron, zinc, copper, molybdenum and chlorine. So these are the micronutrients which is required by the plants. So today we have studied up to nutrient management. Next class we will continue. Meanwhile, you write down the difference between the macro and micronutrient. I hope you must have understood. If you have any doubt and query, you can ask through the campus care.